Hello, I'm coming from the Sunshine Coast University Hospital where I'm still hospitalised myself. My father, Brian, has terminal cancer. And the doctors are saying he'll be dead within 1 week. Now, I don't know if that's the plan of our Father in heaven, our Maker. He ultimately decides the time and place of every man's death. But we can only go as human beings by the science and the medical reports and the tests. So he won't be having any chemotherapy. He'll be going home for palliative care at home. Now, obviously, like I say, our Father in heaven is the only one who can decide the day and time of someone's death. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility that Dad could get a full healing and live to 120, which is the length of life promised in the Christian Bible by our Father and by Jesus Christ himself. In that perspective, Dad at 78 is still a relatively young man. But as you know, typically the average age of a death in Australia isn't 120. And we rarely see somebody with as advanced cancer as Dad has. It's apparently throughout his entire body. You don't often see someone come back from that. So, the next week, will just be what it is. And whatever happens is what happens. Obviously, until my father is dead and buried in the ground, I'll be believing for a full healing. When he had prostate cancer, I don't know when it was, a number of years ago, I had the same mindset, and he survived that one. And in the case of every other person in his cancer ward at the time, he was the only one that survived of the same cancer. So all that is left is to live and see. As for what's happening with me, my surgery was as successful as it could possibly be. It went perfectly well. And I had an intersusception removed in my bowel. It's usually, generally happens in children. And I had as I understand it, a massive lump removed as well. So once they opened me up, finding I think they call it start point or whatever, of the intersusception was extremely easy. They removed the lump, they removed the intersusception. The lump's gone for testing. People keep telling me I've got nothing to worry about, and to be honest, that's how I feel about it. But I guess it's altogether possible. Who knows what the lump is, but apparently my bowel was, it was I think they call it a polyp, but it was a very large one, and apparently it was very inflamed, and the area around it was extremely inflamed. Anyway, my issues are very minor compared to Dad's situation presently. Thank you. Okay, so the news is surgery was bang on perfect. They found the intussusception extremely easily, and the lump that caused it was very easy to find. They found it immediately because it was so big. It's a polyp. They've sent it away for testing. At the moment, I've got, I think, 2 tubes down my throat. They're probably coming out today, and that'll make comfort. They sit right on your gag reflex, so you've got to really relax into it. Otherwise, you're like, oh, and this thing will come out of my nose. I've already got the catheter out. What else was in me? There's something else. Anyway, we're getting everything out, and even that's coming out. This thing here, and as soon as we don't need this, I've requested it out. So I'm getting as free as I possibly can. Every time I take a piss into a bottle, they need to measure the piss, and then they need to scan my bladder with a hand scanner. That's because I've had a catheter in. That's apparently standard procedure. I can't think what else. They're being a little bit careful because I had an injection in my spine, and that's got some risk. But other than that, things are going really well. I can't eat yet, but I've just been drinking apple juice. The main reason being, though, is the pipes. So I think when they come out, I'll probably be able to eat. I don't have any nausea. I'm on painkillers, but realistically, I don't have any pain either. So everything seems to have been a massive success. And, compared to how sick I was just last night to today, before surgery, I couldn't be happier.